Good morning, everyone. I am Priscilla Ranjitkar, and I'm the School Outreach Coordinator at CODI-SECO. And today I'll be sharing information about how the schools can, how the students can carpool to school, and how you can join the carpooling platform SchoolPool and the benefits of carpooling. Talking, the agenda for today is I'll be talking about CODI-SECO, transportation polls, and 2019 transportation survey findings. I'll be talking about SchoolPool, the carpool benefits, as well as SchoolPool for your school. And if there's any questions, you can ask me at the end of the webinar. And to begin with, to talk a little bit about CODI-SECO. CODI-SECO is an initiative of the District Department of Transportation. It's a leading resource for the transportation, information, and options. And we encourage the use of sustainable transportation. We also offer complimentary transit resources and consulting services to the DC organizations and commuters. Our goal serves to decrease traffic congestions, improve air quality, and create a better quality of life in the DC area. So to begin with, we'll be taking a few transportation polls.
I know, but
for that, I would ask you to join a platform. You can access the poll by going to classicpoint.app, and I will put it on in here so that it'll be easy, and then it'll give you the class code, which is on the top right corner, which is this one. I'll give everyone a couple of minutes to join the platform. So I just want to begin by asking, like, can you guess the most common way students commute to and from school in the district? And let's see if y'all can guess or not. So yeah, I hope you all were able to join the platform.
If I may, this is Paul Bertoulis from Howard County. I tried to join the profile and it says guests are not allowed to join it.
Oh, did you use the code? Is everyone able to join?
I have the same problem.
It says, look. How about if you go to www.classicpoint.app, it doesn't let you join?
No, we get an error sign saying guests are not allowed to join.
Okay, it's very weird. Just a second.
It says only members of the class can join, or please ask presenter to allow guests.
Well, you can just put it in the chat. Let's just begin with that. I'm sorry about this technical difficulty, but you can just put it in the chat and try to guess how the most common way students commute to and from school. I've got very different answers here. There's 2 walks. So we'll find out soon. But before that, I have another question, which is, what percent of students do you think carpool to and from school? You can just put it in the chat as well. We have a lot of 2% here. We have a few 5%, but unfortunately, very few use carpooling as a system to come to school. And with this webinar, I'm hoping like the rate increases. So according to the 2019 Transportation Demand Management Survey, we found out that many students travel across DC to attend school in the district, for example, from different parts of Virginia, Maryland, and from one like northwest to south, all over the DC area as well. And to commute to school, majority of the parents drove their children to school, and 18% of the students were dropped off by someone in their household, and only 1% carpooled. So I know we had a lot of different answers. So the majority of students drive to school, and only 1%, less than, maybe even less than 1% carpool to school. And I'm sure after this webinar, we'll have the schools and the parents sign up and have the number go up. So there are SchoolPool. Let me just. I think one of my slide went missing, but I'll be talking a little bit about SchoolPool today and a little bit of carpool benefits. But SchoolPool is a platform where all the students can join. It's a platform called Carpool Riding Match program, where it is offered by the Commuter Connection, and all the schools can join the SchoolPool before like the parents can join. And I'll be talking a little bit about the carpool benefits. So the majority of the carpool benefit is carpooling can help families save money on gas, tolls, and parking fees. Additionally, some schools offer incentives for carpooling, such as preferred parking spots or reduced parking fees. And carpooling can increase safety for children traveling to and from school. With multiple adults in the carpool, there are more eyes watching out for potential hazards on the road. Carpooling can also help build a sense of community among families who live in the same area, and families may get to know each other and form a stronger connection and a form of community. Carpooling can also help reduce the stress of driving, as families can take like responsibilities, taking turns driving and sharing the responsibilities. Um, when more families carpool to school, there are fewer cars on the road, which means like less traffic congestion. The drive alone rates reduces. That also means that the traffic for drop off and pickup will reduce significantly. There's also environmental benefits such as reduced emissions. Fewer cars on the road means that there's less pollution, less air pollution, which can have a direct impact on the health of both people and the environment. And carpooling can also help reduce the greenhouse gas emissions that contribute to the climate change, and eventually they'll achieve everyone's sustainability goals. And how the schools can join SchoolPool is to join SchoolPool, the schools must register with the Commuter Connections to add their school to the platform. And before the parents, and this is before the parents can join. So that is also how their parents can join the SchoolPool. So the schools have to sign up. The schools have to fill out an application, and it is a very short application, which just requires basic information such as name, address, and the contact information. The application needs to be signed off on someone in authority at the school.
We're using, it's a carpooling, yeah.
Sorry? Did you
Sorry.
have a So yeah, the application needs to be signed off on someone in authority at the school, such as principal, superintendent, or staff member that is in charge of transportation, such as we have at GoDCGo, we have appointed sustainable transportation coordinator. So if you are the sustainable transportation coordinator, you can also sign off as well. To make the experience more personalized, you can request to customize the SchoolPool page with your school logos and colors. This way, the parents can also feel more comfortable and welcomed. And don't worry, the GoDCGo School Services is here to help you. So if you have any questions, and throughout the process, we will help you. We can send you the application and help you with the process. And if you're interested, we can also set up a time to meet and sign up for your school, sign up your school for SchoolPool. And that's not it. To make the experience more rewarding and fun, we are also giving incentives to both the schools as well as the parents. And for the schools, the first 3 schools from each ward to sign up will receive a $50 Amazon gift card. And whereas for the parents and family at each participating school who log in their first 3 carpool trips in the month of signing up gets a $50 gas card. So it'll help them encourage to carpool, as well as they get a gas card. And if they continue to log in the following month, they get additional $25 gas card. And we'll also do a couple of raffles here and there for a $25 gift card for a random family who logs in their carpool trip. And so you might be wondering what the SchoolPool looks like, and I'll be showing you a quick demo of how SchoolPool works. And this is for the family. This is from like the parents and the family's point of view. And there is also different languages available for the SchoolPool website, which makes it more inclusive. Let me share my screen here. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So before you sign in, this is what it looks like. This is what the platform looks like. And like I mentioned earlier before, schools have to sign up for SchoolPool in order for the parents to sign up and start a carpool. So I made a demo account today, and I'll be logging in. So parents have to register through here. But if the schools schools want to sign up, they'll have to fill out the information that I'll be sending, a sign-up sheet that I'll be sending soon. So I'll log in, and this is what it looks like. I'll be adding my information for my child as well as my parent information. So I'll be acting as the parent today, and this is my child, Kai, and they go to Randolph Elementary School. And for example, I can add more child. If I have more than one child that goes to school, I can do that. And I put in all the information. For example, if I edit, it asks like which school I go to, street, zip code, everything, the grade, classroom ID or teacher, first name, and if the information is not shown to the other parent for safety reasons, and then preference, like what would you like to carpool, walk, bike, or and what's the schedule for like to go to school, and flex, or if you are flexible or not, and you just save the information. And if you want to match with someone, right now I believe there's not a lot of students here, but this is so for example, I joined, this is for the Randolph Elementary School. So I see there's a match, I have 3 matches, so I can contact the parent and say, hey, like let's set up a time to talk with each other. And they'll all and then the parents meet up so that they're more familiar to send their child to carpool or walk or bike. And it is just even more than that, because you can log in your trips, and like it's very interactive. It just like shows you all the travel mode and the emissions and gas savings, which is rewarding, at least for me. Like it'll make me feel like, oh my God, this is how much miles I've saved. And for example, you can enter and how did you get to school, how did you come back home, everything. And this is for the parents mostly. And I'll be moving on. And safety is #1 priority, and SchoolPool is trusted and a secure carpooling platform, and the account holders and the students' information remains confidential. Only basic parent contact information such as their phone number and their email will be shared with potential matches. For added security, parents can also opt in to match only with those participating at their same school. So so a little bit about how to promote SchoolPool. After we sign you up for SchoolPool, you as in schools for SchoolPool, we will provide all the schools with complimentary communication toolkit, as well as promotional materials to prepare for back to school. So what you can do is, since like it's almost the end of the school year, you can share this platform with the parents maybe a month or 2 before the school starts. And to promote that, we'll be handing out everything. So promotional materials, and that way the school can send out emails closer to the start of the new school year, and the families can sign up, ask questions, have time to meet with the respective carpoolers. And to make it easier and hassle-free, after the school signs up for SchoolPool, Go will provide the schools with complimentary toolkit. And this also helps encourage the students and families to carpool and reduce the traffic congestion around your school. And the promotional packet will include promotional flyer, template, email language to send out to the school-wide emails, as well as the email, like the language that can be added in the school's newsletter. GoDCGo will also support you during the process of informing and encouraging the students as well as the families to try to carpool, and you can invite us back to school nights, PTA meetings, or we can also host information webinars for the students and their family. So now I know like the process is a lot, but how it's easier is how I'll like do a step-by-step how it works process. So the schools can make an appointment with GoDCGo and meet with them, and we can send you a sign-up sheet. You can work with GoDCGo to sign up with their school, and you can promote SchoolPool to the parents, families, and at your school. And like I mentioned before, GoDCGo will provide all the resources. Parents, and after the SchoolPool, the schools join to SchoolPool, the parents sign up for SchoolPool and receive a list of carpool partners, like I showed earlier. And the parents contact their matches and potentially meet up and set up a carpool that works for both the families. And if it works, the students carpool to school, which means there's less pickup and drop off traffic congestion. And yep. And if you are interested in learning about more about SchoolPool, or if you want the sign-up sheet, please drop just like earlier, just drop your comments below and I can follow up with you.
Quick question for you.
Yep.
Is this, I know GoDCGo would be for the district itself, but what about for the metro areas like us in Howard County? Is this something that SchoolPool could be expanded to, or is this currently right now just limited to the district itself?
This is actually for parents live in the Maryland area or Virginia. They can also like find someone who carpools from there and come to the district. And if you're talking about schools, I think like Maryland and Virginia schools can also join the SchoolPool. And here's my contact information. If you, I'll leave here for a little bit. You can call me, you can send me an email, and I can be reached if you want more information. And yep, thank you again for joining us today. And I hope you learned a little bit about SchoolPool and the benefits of carpooling. And I hope your school will join the carpooling system and encourage the schools and families to carpool as well. And now I'd like to open the floor for any questions.
Yeah.
Concerns about SchoolPool.
Priscilla, yeah, thank you.
Yep.
For
Of
your
course.
presentation. Well, I wanted to know if you're familiar with what seems to be the predecessor to this. It was like carpool to school or go, something like that the district just a few years ago, like right before the pandemic.
Uh-huh.
It's designed like as an app. I wanted to know if this is replacing that, and what your department has learned from that earlier experience, or I don't know if that was more tied to DME and not to DDOT.
Yeah, that's a good question. I recently joined like mid-March and I am not aware of the previous platform. However, I can talk with my the program director and I can get back to you.
Okay, thanks. And I guess this particular platform is not something that is unique to DC, right? It's you.
No, it's not unique to DC. So anyone in Virginia can use this as well.
Well,
So there's
in the sense that it's a platform that some third party created and Go DC Go has adopted. So I guess my
yes,
question is, what sort of like you talked about safety as being a concern. I would love to know, like I think in the screen that you showed, the names of the students were visible, and I can imagine some parents just being very apprehensive about that.
uh-huh, I
So
understand it.
is there a way to um hide that so that you're making a connection? Like the whole purpose, of course, is to have like a trusted community, and then you're making these connections. I love the fact that you can restrict it to your school community. That's how the previous platform was, just based on your own school community. You actually did not have a choice to join and like pick up from any other school community. So this, I guess, gives you a little bit a broader scope and more options. But I can imagine that parents will first like want to search and then not reveal the name of their child, and then have
Yeah, so yes, sorry. So I mentioned before, but only like the basic parents' contact information is shared. For example, either phone number, but if you don't want your phone number to be there, you could remove that as well. If you just want your email address or some like the second parent to contact you, you can just leave your email address as well. For example, this is my child, and if I want to request a match, this is the school information, and this is the information that is shared, which is just the parent's name, and the student's name is not.
same as that there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Um, I see. And so it does it show, okay, so it's the school. Does it show the location of the family, like broadly, not the exact address?
They just like for example, email, cell phone, and their number, and what school they attend, and then if they want to carpool, bike pool, walk, and the schedule and the distance from their house.
So how's it picking up this match list?
So for example, if I'm from Venice, so if I have a parent who also signs up who's in the Venice area, and if you don't want to match with someone who doesn't go to the same school, and if fortunately if like the parent who lives near me, Venice, like also joins school pool and the match list, like they'll show up in the match list, and that's how I can contact the parent and be like, hey, like I am interested in carpooling. Can we meet sometime, talk about it, and then if like things align, then they can join, like they can schedule to school pool and carpool.
So it's basing it on the distance from where I live to where these individual people live. Is that correct?
Yes. So
And
for
it's to,
example, I won't be matched with someone like I live in the Northwest, but like my match wouldn't show from somewhere like further. Like I think like you can put a distance, yeah. You can put a distance from the destination You can like, I think you can navigate around and then put the distance, but then I don't think so. Like, since I'm from Northwest, I will be matched with someone from Southwest. Or, and then like, if they're coming the same way, I think it'll probably match. But if it's somewhere else, for example, if my house is still here and the Southwest person needs to go out of their way to come get you, I don't think so that match will come up. But this also depends on the family, and if like the match list shows up, they can talk with them if they're willing to go out of their way, like to come pick up or drop off. So that depends on the parents as well.
And parents are expected to log on for each, or have like a trip.
We encourage, we encourage them to log in their commutes so that they'll have information, as well as like it's very interactive. Some parents might want to see like how much time they saved or how much gas they saved, emissions like reduced, and the ways they traveled, and that's how we will see and award them with the incentives as well.
And it's not as an app. They would actually have to log on.
It's not a app yet.
Yeah, that just seems like a barrier. I mean, I guess maybe for the incentives, people might do it, but I don't I don't see people really.
I know like if this was created as a app, that would be easier. And I definitely see it from my point of view as well.
Yeah,
Hopefully
like
in the future.
I see value in that first connection. Like you're like Match.com. You're trying to figure out first date. And then after the first date, like if it works out, then people are going to continue on that. And if it doesn't, then maybe they'll come back to this and find some
A
other.
different one. Correct, yes. And I don't know if you've heard of Commuter Connection. They've been here for like years and years, many years now. So they're very trusted. And I've talked with Steve, who manages all these, and he said like it's very trusted, and there's never been an issue about like information breaches or anything like that. All your questions are super important, and I'm sure like others have the same question and then it's being answered. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, I'm open to it. And even if later on, if you have any questions, my contact information is here. Oops. I'm so sad that the platform didn't work because it was very interactive. But yes, someone said, can you put your email in the chat? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess what would be, I think, the most beneficial for us is over the summer having the leaders of our parent community actually log on, create profiles, do the matching, and then they become the champions of this.
Because what I've usually heard is the parents do not have a platform or a way to see if like other students, other parents are willing to carpool, or if there's any other students around their area. And like, for example, if you go to school, sometimes you just communicate with them, but like sometimes like they just need a platform so that they can connect with other parents who are willing to carpool as well.
Yeah,
And
I guess what I'm saying is that there's probably a short window of time at the beginning of the year when parents don't have a plan or a routine for pickup and drop-off. And it's in those first like 3 weeks that people need to figure all of this out. So, we have a window from late August to the first or second week of September. After that, I think getting people interested in like logging onto this platform and let's get enough people to log in becomes difficult. So I don't know if you have experience or other regions have had experience of like when they have rolled this out and how that's played out.
Yeah, we're definitely testing this out as well, and I'm sure like we can convey like the information like app might be a good idea. Maybe like that's how like the parents can engage as well. That's definitely something that we will have to think about and how to keep the parents more engaged. Is there any other questions? If not, if there's any more questions, you can contact me, and thank you so much for joining and learning about SchoolPool today.